Loved her corgis, owning more than 30 in her lifetime.
Well, the dogs were often seen at her feet as she met world leaders and were said to be a great source of comfort to her.
Well, many of the dogs were descended from Susan, the corgi she received as an 18th birthday present from her father, King George VI.
At the time of her death, Her Majesty owned 2 corgis as well as a dorgie and a cocker spaniel.
Well, joining us now to explain more about her much-loved pets is dog trainer Roger Mugford, who the Queen called upon for advice. Good morning.
Can I introduce Snowdon?
Yes, please. Who is this?
Snowdon lives in Windsor. And is a distant relation, well, I think first cousins or something like that, to the Queen's corgis.
Really?
I don't know that I've ever met a corgi.
Well,
what's his
one.
name?
Look at the Welsh dragon on her.
I know,
collar.
you've got a very... Is it, sorry, boy or a girl? Girl.
She's a girl.
She's a girl. And what's her name?
It's Snowdon.
Snowdon.
Like the mountain.
Hello. And is Snowdon quite friendly?
She's absolutely adorable.
Can I say hello?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so...
if you've got a treat, then she's not mine, but I do wish she was mine.
Oh, you are lovely.
Excuse me. You take the treat.
Should I take it? Oh, I don't know.
No, you're in front of hand.
Hold on. You do it. You do it.
I feel like I'm all friendly because one of our team did say today it's like having a crocodile on a lead.
That's so untrue.
Oh, not you.
This one's a darling.
Oh, you are.
And the Queen's dogs, contrary to some of these stories from the 1950s and the like about them attacking guardsmen's ankles, they were very friendly and very, very cute and much loved, of course. And it's surprising that the breed didn't become more popular when the Queen was alive. But and now that she's deceased, sadly, there is a resurgence in popularity and ownership of corgis. But this one walks around with its 2 companions, so a trio around Windsor, and I'm sure is stopped by all and sundry saying, "Is that the Queen's corgis?"
So let's talk about the Queen's corgis, because how you sort of come into this story. Because she had a lot, didn't she? I mean, she had a pack at one point.
Too many.
Was, well, according to you, not according
to Prince Philip as well. And she said, "Dr. Mugford, you're telling me what I already know. What Prince Philip has already told me, that I've got too many." And she had between 9 and 12 dogs running together as a group.
When you went round to her, just to embellish that story slightly, you said, "Have you thought of getting rid of any?" And she said, "If I thought that was going to be your advice, I wouldn't have invited you round." Exactly.
So sometimes it's a job of if you like, an advisor, consultant, a specialist to give unwelcome advice, and in fact Chipper did go to live at Gatcombe with Princess Anne and lived a long happy life, although of course there were other fights, because that was the reason.
So the issue was that, so explain the issue. She had it was like a pack of dogs,
and they would fall out over a dead mouse in the grounds of Windsor Castle or some other event. And most of the fights, I think all of the fights, occurred when Her Majesty was not present, because she had, dare I say, a very imperious, effective control of all of her dogs, remarkable control. But of course, she couldn't be there at all times. She had affairs of state to look after. She was a busy working girl. And then in the hands of household staff and maybe relations, that's when fights tended to occur. And so it was purely a social rank hierarchy problem, which if you've got a large family of children fall out. Dogs certainly do fall out from time to time and have their scraps. Now, a dog fight is always unpleasant, but involving, half a dozen and more dogs fighting, that's a tough assignment.
Did they get sort of special treatment? I mean, we know how much she cared and loved for them, but sort of being royal dogs, I mean, did they have special platters? Did they?
Yes. I don't know because I have no inside knowledge, but I'm told that they slept in the royal beds, and they were certainly very well cared for and well treated, good veterinary care. And she herself was a remarkable trainer. Yeah. She could line them up in a hemicircle at meal times, which she did to demonstrate her control to me. They absolutely remained patient and still waiting for their food, which came in on a big silver platter, big silver tray, and individual bowls for each dog. So she was in control. She walked them. She cared for them. She even picked up the Whatsits left behind.
Yeah. There was a lot with
and
11
there's
dogs.
some jobs with dogs that you'd like to delegate, and picking up the poops is one of them. But no, she didn't. So she was a very hands-on and caring person, and so much stress in her life just simply doing the day-to-day business of being the Queen of England and of Queen of the world, in a sense. But these were her great joy and relief from that stress.
And she loved them all equally.
Oh, yeah. Sure. I'm sure she had her favourites, but she didn't reveal that to me.
She's so sweet.
This is such a cute dog, and
They shed a lot, though. I mean, as corgis, if you're thinking about getting a dog, like what's the right breed for you? They are furry.
this lovely Snowdon is unusual in she's not in a shed, but twice a year they molt, and there's hair everywhere, isn't there? And
Oh, she's really cute.
she's
Isn't she?
really cute.
You are cute.
I bonded, I'm afraid. But it's really good news that the Queen's 3 dogs are going to have a happy home, also in Windsor, at Windsor Great Park, where Prince Andrew lives, and he has 2 dogs, 2 lovely Norfolks as well. So they're in a safe environment. And, dogs have if you like, a geostationary concept of where they are. They're a Google Map reference, if you like. And
of where they are.
So they will be very happy, I'm sure.
Will they know that something's changed?
Yes, of course. I mean, the dynamics of the family have so dramatically changed, but they're well used to change, in and out of planes, trains, and cars, and with different people looking after them. So, and this lovely Snowdon has adopted me within minutes. So they're very sociable dogs, and obviously the Queen's dogs are well socialised.
What are the, just briefly, what are the pluses and
what did you
minuses of having a
say?
corgi?
Well, the pluses are that they're a working breed of dog, like a border collie, but without all of the insane aspects of a border collie. They're small, compact, if you like, low maintenance. They're town and country. They're very trainable, highly trainable, and intelligent. So, and they've got the cutest face. Don't we all agree that they have very
Like little
cute
foxes.
expressions? Yeah.
They're gorgeous. Well, she's lovely.
And healthy, usually healthy.
Well, thank you. It's lovely to see you,
Lovely
as
to see
always.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks.
Snowdon.
Look at your
Thank you very
ears.
much.
You're really listening to Phil,
Yes.
aren't you?
Thank you.
I think
She'd run away with
he's
you.
trying to say something.
Maybe it's time for another treat.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, yes, that's what it
Come
was.
on,
Well
Holly.
done. You
You
speak
can
corgi.
I do speak corgi.
You knew.
You can risk a hand.
Are you giving it to me to
Yes,
do?
yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
hold on. Here.
There you are. Oh,
I dropped it. I've got a dog. Why am I
make it-
so useless? It's because I don't know. It's other people's dogs. Sorry.
Quite right.
I'm really bad. Let me
You-
give it.
you
Here, look. Let me do that again. Here you go.
There you
There
are.
you
Friends.
go. Sorry. I'm a bit rubbish. Sorry. I'll
Thanks, Roger.
do better
Thank you.
next time.
Right,
Thank you.
it's the testament